Hello, I'm Titli. Welcome to my YouTube channel Artistic XOXO, where you can find videos of art and tutorials for beginners. So subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, see this video to the end, follow me on Instagram and press the bell icon right there to never miss a video of this channel. So today I am painting a sunset painting and I am using acrylic color. You may use watercolor or oil painting, but the process of application will be different. In case of acrylic color, you must remember that you have to be very quick with the application of color or it will be dried really quickly. So I am right now covering the whole blank paper with some colors. The main color should be chrome yellow or lemon yellow. The 80% color should be yellow, and then splashes of orange and red can be there. And one main thing I want to mention, that the brush stroke should be horizontal and not any vertical or diagonal or circular brush stroke can be there, because for the cloudy effect we need that horizontal brush stroke. And I'm now doing the bottom part, which is really reddish. And always remember, when you put a red or orange color, blend it with lemon or chrome yellow with the background. Now I'm doing the sun. You need to remember that the sun cannot be a total red ball or white ball or yellow ball, because it doesn't look like that in real life. And also the cloudy effect in the sun should be there to make it more realistic. So the clouds are really important. And always make sure that whenever you make red or orange cloud in the sky, always blend it with the background with chrome and lemon yellow. And now I am doing the river down there, and again the main base color should be chrome or lemon yellow. And now I am adding some whites, which is like the shiny part of the river or the waves. It's just below the sun, and I'm adding some wavy effect using the red color and orange color there. So just give a stroke of red and orange color and blend the both side, uh, like the four sides of the stroke with the chrome and lemon yellow to make it look like a wave. Or you may just blend three sides of the stroke and leave the one side. That's how you make it realistic wave. And the white, same, just blend both sides of the white stroke and keep the middle part intact to make it look like shiny. And now I am adding some bushes and trees. The color I am using is not really black, because I don't really use black in my paintings and my artworks. I don't know, I just don't like using the black which is available in market. So I am using a color. I have made it with blue, red and brown. You may use any kind of blue and any kind of red and brown until you know the proportion you are using and the color is same. You may use any color. The benefit of the color is the light shade of this color is not really gray. So if I use this in my painting, so it may help later. And now I am adding some leaves to the tree. So adding the leaves, all you need to remember, the steps are like, just get a really thick brush of number 12 or 10 or greater than that. Make sure it's really dry, completely dry, and just touch the tip of the brush to the color you have, or the paint you have put on your palette, and then just dab it forcefully on the canvas or paper you are painting on. Don't dip the whole brush into the paint, don't make it wet. Okay, just follow these steps and you can make these kind of leaves really easily. If you are beginner, it really helps, because making leaves ain't easy job. And now I'm just stroking out some color to have that grassy effect. And always remember to add shadow of everything you are drawing in river or any water body. So it's important to look like real when you add those shadow. And the shadows must be green, the shadows can't be black. The black is for, because the background is so much bright, it's looking like black, but it's not. So the shadow cannot be black, the shadow is green. And I am using the same color because my color, my the shade, light shade of my color gives green, so it's not really difficult for me. I'm using the same color. If you are using direct black, apply green on the shadowing part. And now I'm using some light shade of that same color to the bushes and the trees, leaves, because it's not really total black in real life. It's more artistic if you put it like that. And now here comes the cloudy part, the fun part, actually the most fun part. Always remember to do the clouds that the bottom part of the cloud must be dark, and the upper part where the sunlight is coming or reflecting, it should be light. So just make sure that you are doing that. And to have a really artistic cloudy effect, uh, there is a tip that always make the middle part of the cloud thick and both parts thinner than that, and then blend it. And then I'm using some orangish and reddish color, and I'm putting white to the top, and I'm blending it with the background of chrome yellow. How I am blending it, I'm just, first of all, I'm really quick with the color, because if it dries out, you can do nothing about it. So I'm just blending the both sides and the corners. Okay, I'm not touching the middle part really often. So I'm blending the side parts and the bottom part with the background color with the help of more chrome and lemon yellow mixed with orange. So I'm blending that, and I'm adding some clouds there. So some tips for this painting. For making the cloud, your brush motion should be circular. If you're a beginner, then it's really important how you put the brush strokes in the canvas or paper, whatever you are doing. And if you are having any difficulty in blending, just make three colors. Like if you are trying to blend orange, then take orange. And if the background is chrome or lemon yellow, take chrome or lemon yellow, and then mix those things together to make a third color, which is the middle shade. So if you are making a orange cloud, then to the sides or to the corners add the middle shade, and then uh, add some more lemon and chrome yellow to the middle shade and put it there and blend it. That's how you blend some color to the background. Okay, another thing you need to remember is the consistency of color. Your color shouldn't be really watery or runny, because if your color is really watery or runny, you can't make clouds or you can't make such good brushy or strokey effects. Okay, so now painting is done, and that's how it looks now.